Well, numbers never tell the whole story, especially when it comes to calculating crime. But there is some good news, according to the numbers. So far this year, homicides are down from last year in Cincinnati. 70% of them are solved, and that's high compared to cities of similar size. But look even closer, and one councilman sees a crisis, an urban war. As Local 12's Deb Dixon shows us, some people don't like what Chris Smitherman has to say, but it doesn't stop him.
It's okay for Americans to say, I'm concerned about what's happening in Ferguson. But guess what? It's more difficult to talk about what's happening in your own backyard.
What Councilman Chris Smitherman wants to talk about is black-on-black murder. That's 83% of last year's homicides in the city of Cincinnati. Nationwide, the percentage is higher.
So I can't say it's the drug trade. I can't say it's a bad life. I can't say it's about jobs. It's about a decision that someone individually made to take someone's life. And I'm not going to sit here today and make any excuse for anyone who chooses to do that.
No excuse for murder, Smitherman says. Not cooperating with police, also unacceptable.
This culture of no snitching on people, we have to, as adults, challenge the young people and challenge our community as Americans to say that's completely unacceptable.
21 of last year's 61 murders are unsolved. Homicide detectives believe people in Evanston know who killed McKinley Douglas here on St. Ledger back in May. He was renovating this home that had been burglarized several times. When he walked to the door that day, 2 masked men were inside. He was shot and later died. Police call it a robbery gone bad. The woman who was with McKinley Douglas told police the masked men were black. Smitherman says fathers, ministers, and community leaders need to commit to helping young men, something Pastor Peterson Mingo's been doing for years. Even this lawn mowing business can change a life.
It gives them a sense of self-esteem, for one thing. Then it gives them a sense of ownership. It gives them pride in their community and in themselves.
Mingo says too many young black men don't believe they have a future.
You know, it's totally self-loathing. They don't like themselves. They don't love themselves. And basically, it doesn't matter to them whether they get killed today, next week, or next month.
We've got to first acknowledge that we have a significant problem and take our heads out of the sand.
Smitherman says only then will the killing stop. Deborah Dixon, Local 12 News.
And there is a reward for information about McKinley Douglas's murder or any other murder. You can call the 24-hour Crime Stoppers hotline. That number is 352-3040. Callers are identified by code numbers, not their names, and you can get cash for clues.